Captain Marvel is a 2019 Marvel Cinematic Universe movie which stars Brie Larson in the title role. Coming up, I'll be providing my thoughts on the film. There are going to be plot spoilers galore up ahead, so if you do plan on watching the movie spoiler-free, then I strongly recommend that you stop here, watch Captain Marvel first, then come back to this review afterwards. Alright, let's delve in. Captain Marvel is yet another superhero origins movie. The story begins on the planet Hala. Captain Marvel, who we know at this point as the combat soldier Veers, has bouts of amnesia and martial arts sparring matches with her mentor and trainer Jan Rog, played by Jude Law. The fact that our leading lady gets punched in the face over and over again by a man would probably have bothered 1960s second wave feminists. But we're in 2019, so pummel away, I guess. By the way, there's an entity called the Supreme Intelligence, whose character idea I found to be very creepy, and who appears in the form of endearing comrades. Anyways, the mission goes sideways and Veers is captured. While the aliens are extracting something from her memory, we get the super tasteful, "It's called a cockpit for a reason" segment, which has been talked about a lot. For good measure, we get the same line a second time on a large screen, so our third wave feminist hero can use her energy bolts to blast our sexist airman's effigy into smithereens. She escapes with ease, and when I say with ease, I'm not joking. In fact, the action sequences are quite underwhelming, because our quick-witted champion dispatches with every single one of her foes effortlessly. So our superheroine ends up landing on Earth, and it's the year 1995, which is kind of irrelevant because it pretty much looks like 2019. Sure, there's a blockbuster video and pagers, but come on, gotta say, not the most interesting time period to pick for a flashback. Our waggish protagonist crash landing ends up attracting S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. She has a short encounter with Nick Fury, played once again by Samuel L. Jackson, who she outwits here, and in every single other scene they're in together. As a matter of fact, as far as I can recall, our heroic young lady outwits every single male character in the entire movie. She also walks all over Fury. Considering the hard pro-leftist agenda being promoted by this film, one would think there would be some issues with a white woman so blatantly overshadowing a black man. Come to think of it, since Brie has been on her white male bashing pro-social justice warrior spree as of late, why didn't she just turn down the millions of dollars she was offered for this role and abdicate the part to a Latino, black, or Asian woman instead? Oh, that's right, I'm actually expecting consistency from the left. Silly me. Back to the movie. Veers chases down a Skrull impersonating a human, while Nick accidentally kills a different Skrull who is also impersonating a human. Our epigrammatic hero recovers a crystal containing her memories and ends up outside a bar where a biker pulls up and asks her to smile. And the one thing that you do not tell Brie Larson to do is smile. Stop it. Don't even think about it. This is one 21st century feminist you do not want to upset with the S word. I digress again. Nick tracks down Veers, betrays her, then changes his mind and decides to help her. She in turn saves him. Did I mention that Fury is pretty much worthless when it comes to combat in this movie? When Brie isn't around to save him, he is completely overmatched. In one scene, he has to be protected by a cat. Yes, a cat. Moving on. We discover that Veer's real name is actually Carol Danvers, and Carol was a United States Air Force pilot. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Okay, that was a Marine song, but you get the picture. When Miss Danvers was younger, she liked playing baseball and doing all the other stuff little boys like to do, because anything a boy can do, a girl can do better. Get with the program, you male chauvinist pigs. The future is female. I can just hear the scriptwriters pleading with the SJW shot callers in the pre-production meetings. What if we give her some doubt and vulnerability like Sigourney Weaver in Alien? Women aren't weak. What if we give her a love interest like Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman? Women don't need men. She's stranded millions of miles from home. Shouldn't she have some emotions and feel a sense of loss? Leave the room. Okay, so I stole that bit from John Nolte at Breitbart, but it's still funny. Back to our story. Skrulls show up at Carol's best friend's crib, and we also learn that we are not supposed to use the term young lady. It's highly offensive. Man, there's a lot we need to learn from the left, isn't there? Carol and company learn that the Skrulls aren't bad aliens after all. They're just innocent immigrants looking for a planet to call home, safe away from the evil and tyrannical Jan Rog, who we now discover is foe, not friend. Jan detains Carol. This is the downfall of the hero segment of the movie, which didn't have much of a fall to it. Carol, now in her fully regal blue and red Captain Marvel outfit, overpowers the Supreme Intelligence and dispatches the baddies with ease. Again, as we hear Gwen Stefani sing, she also obtains the gift of flight, which is very Iron Man-esque. Rather than accept the challenge of a grand finale showdown from her ex-mentor slash current arch-nemesis, Ms. Marvel simply defeats him with a single blast, and retorts that she doesn't have to prove anything to him. The film ends with the basic departing pleasantries, and the usual Marvel teaser cliffhangers. We learn that the Avengers actually got their name from Captain Marvel, which made many fanboys, fan people, grind their teeth in absolute rage. I wanted to hate this movie, but I honestly didn't. I thought the first hour was interesting, even though the second hour wasn't. I suppose I have a bit of a bias because I'm attracted to Brie Larson, and that could be affecting my opinion, but then again, I think Melissa Benoist is attractive, and watching seasons 2 and 3 of Supergirl was more painful than being in Lex Luger's torture rack.
About your infuriating male ego, that part I meant.
You are so fast.
I got this one.
I'll get a jump start on that laundry.
Well, at least tell me you're still a Democrat.
Okay, more painful than being in the torture rack and Brett's sharpshooter. Anyways, you've been listening to me prattle on about a comic book movie for a while now, so I think you've endured enough. If you like the content on this channel, you can subscribe by clicking on the icon on the bottom right, then you can hit the bell for notifications. I upload a new video every Saturday. Until next time, God's blessings on your week.